So I just watched both videos, but not because I'm student B, just because I already knew who David Goggins was, so I wanted to watch his video, so then I was intrigued to watch the second one. Um, I didn't plan on watching both of them when I started this assignment, but then I opened it to David Goggins and was like, oh, he is the toughest MFer alive. And when I first heard of David Goggins, I literally hated him. Like, I didn't like what he had to say because I felt like he was like insensitive in some way, but really I realized eventually that I didn't like what he had to say because I personally like operate out of a lot of fear, and I didn't like the accountability that he made me like think about. He made me like feel accountable for my actions, and that wasn't something that someone that is operating out of a lot of fear and just like stuck in their own ways wanted to hear. And so every time I go back to David Goggins, I'm just kind of reminded that like I have the power to change, and it's just my mind like messing with me and like holding me back, and I'm my biggest enemy. And um, when he quoted that video or that show that he watched that said, "We live in a society where mediocrity is often rewarded," that cut me deep because I have felt for a long time that I'm kind of wasting my potential, which is a big reason I enrolled in school, is because I feel like I am meant to do more than just what I'm doing with my life right now. And there's nothing like wrong with my life or anything. Like, I'm proud of the things that I'm doing, but I don't want to cook forever. Even though I do love it, like, it's not what I feel like I'm called to do. So I related to that. I don't want to be mediocre and like stay the way that I am. And he also said, when you know what rock bottom feels like, you don't mind sleeping in the sewer. And that really also cut me deep because I hit rock bottom, at least so far, like about 2 years ago, and was just like, I wouldn't say content, but was just like, well, it's not going to get better from here. Like, this is just what it is. So I just stayed that way. I just like continued on my destructive path until I just couldn't do it anymore. And then I changed. And if I did that, then the only way to go from here is up, really. Like, I just have opportunities from here on out. From like being where I was to where I am now is like insane. And then on the Steve Harvey video, like, I would have stopped answering that dude. I don't even know if I would have answered at 5:30 in the morning. So that alone is crazy to me. And I used to wake up just completely dreading the day. Like, sometimes I wouldn't even like get out of bed or do anything for the majority of my day, and I just like hated everything until like I don't really know what changed other than just me being tired of the way that I was living, but I eventually, started getting this routine in my mornings, and like I find a lot of like comfort and peace in my routine. And now that I have this morning routine, I mean, I don't adhere to it every day, but when I do, I feel so much better, and just like facing the day with like looking at it as an opportunity instead of an obstacle or obligation, just changed a lot for me, honestly. And like if you don't show up, people are going to stop calling. Like, people don't want to be around all of that negativity, and that negativity is for no reason. Like, you're just holding yourself back, and you're like keeping limits on yourself by just feeling like crap all the time, I guess. Like, you don't have to do that. I know there are like factors going into it, but you can choose to at least try. And I didn't try for a really long time in my life. And this all relates to business the way I see it anyway. Like, if I'm going to open a business one day and I'm going to have employees, like, I'm going to want them to feel happy to be there, and I'm going to want them to like match positive energy, not like see me like down and out and sad and mad and taking it out on them and like maybe not even realizing it. But dude, I got fired from this one job. First of all, not like everyone in Columbia knows this. Like, this woman is like, she's insane. But one of her reasons for firing me was I didn't say good morning to her every single morning. So while, yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous, like, it did make me think, like, if I would have just shown up with a positive attitude, and I will say, like, I didn't have a crappy attitude all the time. I really didn't. But something as simple as saying good morning can change someone's view of you. You know what I mean? Like, just be happy, and like people around you can't help but be happy too, and the people that aren't happy that you're happy just resent you because they're not happy. It has nothing to do with you. So if you go into the day knowing, I'm going to have a great day and nobody's going to stop me, then nobody will except for yourself. So yeah.